west side like it did. Let's say it came this way, took a right hook toward Experiment in downtown Griffin. Ladies and gentlemen, at that point in time, you start talking about severe issues. Severe issues, not like what we had in the rural area out here. You're talking urban and congested areas. Pictures start to change. Requirements change based on your response and what equipment is needed. If downtown is blocked off and we can't get transports of fuel into downtown, ladies and gentlemen, we only have one option. That is to work with the operator of the people, work with the people who own the gasoline, find a way to monitor the monitor the purchase or how many gallons, and we're going to need that fuel out of these underground storage tanks if we can't get fuel into Spalding County for use, distribution vehicles, emergency vehicles, utility vehicles. We're not going to limit anybody's freedom to buy gasoline if we don't have to. This is a prime example. We did not do it. Firearms. Let's look at this realistically. I showed you I have a weapons permit. Most people in this room probably have a weapons permit. Spalding County Commissioners, no one is going to infer your right of possession. Ladies and gentlemen, the average citizen is prepared to some degree to protect their home, either with a dog, a crazy husband, a bad wife, or a weapon. Okay? One of the above, or and the other many other types of weapons that could be used. Me, excluding my present wife, my ex-wife with my weapon. All I have to do is say, hey, go to work. And I can say that because she's not here. All right. But firearms, no. At no time in this ordinance are we taking weapons. Confiscating, searching for, seizing, no. And right now in this ordinance, we are suspending and limiting the dispensing of. That means we're going to go to the stores and say, hey, until we get this state of emergency over, let's not do any weapons. Let's not sell any. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got a weapon, that doesn't interfere with your right. It interferes with your freedom to buy another weapon. And if I know most of the guys in this room that I grew up with, you got plenty already. Okay? So, we covered gas, we covered firearms, alcoholic beverages. All right, let's use the April as an experiment, the April tornado. Ladies and gentlemen, it was hot, it was humid, people had no air conditioning, people had no water, and it was not a good hygiene time on the west side of town. People were fighting and scared to death they were going to lose their homes. You don't need to invoke or place alcohol in that type of situation. But did we stop it? No. Because we know Spalding County citizens are smart enough not to get so blown away to where they're going to pick up a weapon and shoot someone by mistake. They may drink to forget, but when they wake up the next morning, they're going to find out what? I'm right back where I left last night. Okay, to make provision for the availability and use of temporary emergency housing, emergency shelters, and emergency medical centers. I've already covered that. The school system works with the Red Cross to establish housing within the state, within Spalding County. Every school gym, and if you remember a few years ago, the first school squash, that was one of the reasons we put a gym at every school, so that we could facilitate proper housing in the case of a devastating emergency, to facilitate what Red Cross had identified. That was with cooperation of the city, the county, and the school system. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the resources which will be working in emergency management, in the emergency management ordinance of Spalding County. Here's an example. April 28, 2011. The county was out clearing. Well, let's just say the first part. City of Police, and City Fire Department, County Sheriff, and County Fire Department were out securing roads, looking at what was passable, what wasn't, and restricting travel to where there was a danger. Specifically 1941, Sunnyside, 1941 and School Road. If you remember, there was a shell station up there. It was blown away. The electrical lines were down, the red lights were hanging down on the wires. Traffic was stopped. There was a trailer blocking the north lane of 1941. You don't want to be driving in a storm when it's raining and see a 20-ton trailer in front of you and you can't stop. So, you know, those are the type of things, the cooperation that was pulled together that night. The resources of the city of Griffin, Spalding County came together. Later on in the response, the school system set up a bus schedule, and they were seeing